Welcome back. So in this lab we'll be talking about implementation of inter-site connectivity, which is lab 5. And if we talk about inter-site connectivity, so basically in an Azure provides the ability to communicate with different virtual networks and the ability to transfer data across Azure subscriptions and deployment models as well as Azure regions. So we'll be using here the global as well as local peering. So coming to the task that we're going to perform here is the first one would be the provisioning the lab environment. So that is using the templates which we downloaded from the GitHub, and the task 2 would be configuring the local and global virtual network peering, and the third one is testing the inter-site connectivity. So as you can see, where is it? So as you can see, this is the architecture, and in the region 1 we'll be having two VMs, VM0 and VM1, and in the other region we'll be having VM2 in this particular subnets. So then we'll be connecting these two using the global peering because it is from the different region, whereas for these two different networks we'll be using the local peering. So yeah, let's jump into the video. It looks like a bee. So let's so let's go to the Azure portal, and here let's go to the templates. So the two ways that you can use ARM templates is by using deploying your custom templates, which is this one. You can go here and you can search for custom template, deploy the custom template, and you can upload it. But in this lab we have to do it using the Cloud Shell. So I'm just showing the other options where we can do it using the ARM templates. We can upload it right away, or the other method is using the Cloud Shell, and other one is you can directly manually do it by just reading the JSON files from the GitHub. So if I go back here, so let me click the PowerShell. So if that is the first time for you, you have to accept the storage and then go next. So since I've used before, so I'll be not prompted to that, and you'll be having two different options here. One is PowerShell and one is Bash. So based on the commands, you need to select the appropriate shell. So in this case, the commands are related to the PowerShell, so I'm using the PowerShell, else I'll be going with the Bash. So saying that, now we have to upload the files here, so which is in the lab 5. So if I go back here, so this is lab 4 that we have done previously. So if I go back to lab 5, so these are the files related to that. So here I need to upload the VNet loop template and the VNet loop parameters, which is these two. So we have to upload these two, so we can read more about this. So you can see the username and password that we need to log in to particular VM, and the template. So the size of the VM, the name of that particular region, so on. So the subnet in which it need to be deployed, the particular nickname, VM name. So everything is related to this particular architecture that we have seen before. So if I go back here, if I go back here, you can resemble with these particular names. So everything will be on that template. So you just need to click a few buttons which will create this architecture for you. But however, you need to create the global as well as local peering once the network is being created. So saying that, so you can read this for more information, but right now I'm just proceeding with uploading the documents. So in the PowerShell, you can see there is a option called upload. So you have to click this, in which you will be seeing upload as well as download option. So initially I'll click upload, and it has been redirected to 04. Let us go to 05, and as we talked before, we have to upload these two, and make sure that you select one by one. Sometimes when you select multiple files, it doesn't upload. So that is one of the thing you need to be noted. So if I go back, let's go to the template and upload it first. So it has been completed. So let's go to the next one, which is parameters. So once it has been uploaded, make sure that they are properly uploaded into your Cloud Shell. For that, let's use the command called ls. So these are all the files that have been uploaded. So if I check here, you can see these are the 2 files that we have uploaded right away. So make sure that these are the 2 files. So I'm just confirming with the docs. So we need VM loop. Yeah, these are the files. And so one more thing, you can also edit the parameters to change the passwords just to be more secure. So if I go back here, oh shit, where is it? Okay, not this. Let me go back here and let me 04. So you can also change your password accordingly. So where is parameters? So you can see right now it's a default password. You can do some changes accordingly, like I just don't want to keep it as a student, I just want to keep the other name. You can keep your own name, or you can keep it as admin. And the value you can create like more secure password. So just for the best practices according to the docs, so I'm just mentioning you this. So saying that, let's go back here to the Cloud Shell. Let me maximize this, and here we have command. So let me copy that command and let me add this, in which we have 2 different locations. So if I click here, you can see location 1 which stores East US, location 2 which has West US. So according to the docs, if you check the architecture, one region is related to East US and the other region is related to West US. And the resource group that has been created was RG1. So under RG1 we are trying to add these. So let's click it. There you go, it has been successfully completed. So I'll just open another one so that you can see whether this particular resource group has been deployed successfully or not. So if I go back here, so if I go to the resource groups, right now we don't have any, so I guess it's taking some time. So if I refresh this, you can see a new resource group has been created. So it has been created, and let's go ahead and perform the other operations. So in this I'm reading so here you have to identify 2 regions which you like to use. So basically these 2 are already being used, and it was successful, so we can implement these 2 locations according to the docs. But however, we have a command here. Let me copy and paste that too. Let's check. So it says once you identify 2 regions you would like to use, run the command below in the computer shell for each region to confirm that you deployed standard virtual machines. So you can just click the region that you want here, which is, let's go with the East US. So if we don't get any results, then we need to choose some other location. So this is one of the command, and after this we have to create the 3 virtual networks and deploy the virtual machines accordingly. So for that, you can see here we have got the result, and in this we should find D2SV3, which is this one. So we have So this particular location is having that, so we can use it. So the other location that we have used was West US, so you can also check that West US just to make sure that we are using correct locations. So if I go with the West US, click that. So yeah, I should have run this parallelly in the other prompt so that it would be faster. So the next one will be uploading the virtual machines. So according to the docs, there you go, we got the result here which says nothing. So it has given no results. So basically according to the docs it should show, where is it? Oh, a second. And there is a, before there was a command, let me paste this one too. So these are all relevant locations. So if I check here we have West US, but if I check here it says 2 and 3. So I think that is the reason we have not got any results here. So initially you need to click this command and you have to check the certain locations, and you have to see whether we have got the results or not. So once this is done, however these two locations are compatible according to the docs, so I'm going ahead with these two. So let me paste the command here where we are deploying these 3 virtual networks and deploying the machines as well. So already we have the files, so good to go, and in these 2 locations. So if I click OK, well, I got an error, so I need to check. Invalid template deployment. Okay, so not sure why I'm getting this error when I was using the Cloud Shell. So failed to validation this message. So if I click here, you can see Microsoft is currently not available in the location this one for the subscription. So did we got any error with the East one? No, we didn't got any error with the East one. So let me check this command again where I'll keep it as West US 2. So if I go back to that command and if I click 2, if that works properly, then I'll be going ahead with that one, or else I'll be moving with creating that custom templates and we just upload. So if you go back here, you can see there is a deployment, where is it? Yeah, deployment, deploy a custom template. So here we have to upload the files. I hope let's do it. Let's see whether we are getting any errors here or not. So these are the resources related to that. If I save and if I edit the parameters, and here you have to upload the parameters file. So if I go back here, upload parameters, the student and password, you can change this if you want. So save this. Well, for this I'm not getting any error though. If I keep the region, this is the region, probably didn't. So the location one, we have to add this. So let me see, we have 3 to 5 version this. If I click 3, because according to the docs it should be, let me check, D2V3. So if I click East US and the other one has West.js. So according to the docs, these are the two names, so West.js and East.js. So if I go back and review and create, well, is it giving me any error? Well, yes, it's giving me error. Okay, if I go back here, what is the error though? Validation failed. Template requirement error, the resource ID, subscription, valid the subscription size for the resource group is not available in West.js zone. Okay, deployment for the zone. Okay, yeah, I think that is the reason. Lol, should I have to check everything now? So East.js, let's go with the East.js 2. East.js 2. I'll do this parallelly from here as well, just to be fast. Let's go with the other one, East.js 2. We have tried 3. Let's try south this one. So if I, instead of West.js, if I copy this and review and create, validation failed similarly. So even for East.js 2 it's the same. So I'll go with the central US. I think this is like pretty faster compared to the other one, review and create, because it's directly giving I think, oh great. So the central US is working right now. So if I go to the templates and let me use the same command, but as you see here, we have given the location as West.js. So I'm copying this and I'll just try to paste instead of West.js, I need to add central US, I believe. Yeah, central US. Let me copy this and central US. Now the location to is central US. So if I go back and add this command, it should work properly. So however, you can proceed with any method that you want. You can go with the Cloud Shell, or you can go with the custom template in which the validation is passed. So I'm not sure why the docs mentioned that these two are compatible zones, but we got an error here. So yeah, even though like there are some other documents which need to be updated, so well, it's taking some time. Let's wait for that. It may take maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, I guess. So coming to the global network peering that we were talking about. So usually using this global networking peering, so it's basically ability to peer the VNets or virtual networks across the regions. So this is what it is. So meanwhile it has been deployed successfully. So these two are compatible zones for this standard. And if I go back here, so initially when we checked the resource group, there was nothing, but now you can see our resources have been implemented. So 0, 1, 2 according to 3 virtual networks here, which is 0, 1, 2. So we have implemented these virtual networks, and parallelly we have included the VMs inside it. So this is how you have to perform this. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood the concept of provisioning the lab environment, which is the first task where we deployed the architecture of this lab. And in the next lab, we'll be talking about configuring the local as well as global virtual peering. And the next one would be testing of inter-site connectivity. So I hope you guys have understood the concept today. So if you like the video, please click the like button below, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please share the video. Thank you.